Coming up on Campus Connection, run, hide, fight. What would you choose?
We'll show you the sweeter side on what's trending.
And the latest in sports. Welcome to Campus Connection. I'm Kristen Thomas.
And I'm Sheree Sapel. Police are searching for two gunmen who fired shots during a Halloween house party in Long Beach. The shooting happened on East 7th Street in the 2700 block on Tuesday night, just a short distance from Long Beach State. Police say the gunman killed 3 people and injured 9 others. The suspects fired through the backyard of the home near an alley. None of the victims appear to be Long Beach State students.
Wildfires have destroyed homes and caused evacuations in many parts of the state over the past week. Richard Mejia tells Long Beach State students and staff how to prepare if this natural disaster ever approaches campus.
Wildfires engulfed Southern California this past week, with the flames getting dangerously close to UCLA's campus, as you can see here from student footage. This begs the question, are students prepared if a wildfire ever approached CSULB's campus?
We're here on the campus doing my classes. I think I would actually follow the instructions that they have, list for the school.
In dealing with campus safety, we asked what actually is a wildfire.
You need heat and you need oxygen. Oxygen is plenty available in the atmosphere. Yeah, the air provides you oxygen, quite a large supply. Fuel, usually that entails any what we consider an organic substance containing hydrocarbons.
As our experts tell us, it doesn't matter if it's a wet, dewy lawn like this here, or if it's a dried piece of tree bark like this guy here. Vegetation will always be the reason why these wildfires spread. However, it's human involvement that's at the root cause of all of these wildfires.
It's essentially where we see concentrations of people. You have concentrations of oops and fire.
With this man-made mess, there are indeed a few preventative measures one can take.
To stay away from vegetation, especially crowns of trees. You don't want any branches to be close to the roof of your home. You want to have some sort of clear area, if at all vegetated by grasses, that can just burn fairly quickly.
This has been Richard Mejia, Campus Connection.
After 9 months of closures, the Metro A line, formerly known as the Blue Line, is now fully reopened. The grand reopening took place this Saturday, where 3 simultaneous celebrations happened along the line from downtown LA to Long Beach. Rapper Snoop Dogg joined city officials to the commemorating ceremony in downtown LA. Metro will be offering free rides on the Metro A line through November 4th. Don't miss out.
Since the shelter-in-place order was sent out on campus back at the beginning of the month, many students have been on edge. Our own reporter Kristen Thomas shows us how police are helping students feel more prepared.
Run, hide, fight is what police are saying is the most important knowledge needed to survive an active shooting event. The FBI says that active shooter events have increased over the years, and in 2018, they reported 27 cases. As a way to help students feel more prepared, University Police at CSULB hosted 2 shooter response training classes in the Barrett Athletic Center on campus last week.
We're all impacted by these types of events, and whether you're directly involved or not, there should be more of a response on all of our parts.
Police advise that in the case of an active shooter event, if you believe it is too risky to run, find a place to hide, make the room look unoccupied, and secure and barricade the doors. As a last resort, they advise that you find something that can be used as a weapon to defend yourself from the active shooter.
Generally speaking, it's been shown over and over and over that when a person's coming in and shooting, they're not going to go to a lot of trouble to get into any particular room. They're not after a specific target.
Back in the beginning of October, police had declared a credible threat on campus, and texts and emails were sent out to inform students.
Students say that the shelter-in-place order that was issued a few weeks prior is what sparked their interest in the class.
Many of the students that attended the class were on campus during the shelter-in-place order and did not know what to do. Students from a community health nursing class, which took place during the time of the lockdown, decided that they would all attend the shooter response training class as a group.
We didn't really have a way to lock our door, so we were just kind of keeping an eye out in the hallway. But I don't think we didn't even barricade
Another student from the nursing class says the presentation helped her feel more prepared.
Coming here, like I said, it makes it more like, you need to be more serious about it. Maybe we should have blocked the door and stuff like that.
Police say that they will hold a response training class for any group of people involved on campus who would like one. I'm Kristen Thomas, Campus Connection.
If you are a CSULB student or employee and are interested in requesting an active shooter response training, go to csulb.edu/universitypolice.
Last Thursday, the much-anticipated shopping center on 2nd and Pacific Coast Highway finally opened to the public. The 220,000-square-foot shopping center held a grand opening ceremony on October 24th after a few years of construction. Locals were treated to food trucks, concerts, and even free food and beverages from vendors promoting their businesses. CenterCal Properties, the firm with the idea behind the 11-acre mall, believes that the retailers, eateries, and fitness studios will fulfill the product's vision of a lifestyle destination for Long Beach locals. The main attraction of the shopping center is the Whole Foods, which relocated from downtown PCH to a larger location. The shopping center features a modern design with fountains, murals, and art sculptures to keep shoppers' attention busy from store to store.
CSULB held a 24-hour international event last Friday called Climathon. Climathon, an annual event, brought individuals together to create ideas towards solving climate challenges. This year's topic focused on food sourcing and food waste.
That is under the umbrella of service. So that's what excites me about it. These students here who are involved in the collaboration are doing so out of a sense of service for a greater good.
There were 8 teams who participated. However, Popluck ended up winning the event. Popluck is an event planning service that helps users organize a spontaneous potluck centered around their community. Once 10 or more users sign up to contribute a dish to Popluck, the event becomes available and users within the community are notified. Brought to campus by the CSULB Institute for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, the event was part of Sustainability Month.
The Long Beach Bike Share program announced a special promotion for CSULB students last week. At just $20 per year, students are able to use these bikes on campus at a 75% discounted rate. The Long Beach Bike Share program now has 8 new drop zones on the CSULB campus with over 35 bikes available. Download the Social Bicycles mobile app to view an interactive map of all the bike share stations and reserve a bike using your mobile device. For safety, bicycles must be parked at one of the bicycle racks located throughout campus. Students need to use their campus email to sign up, and then the promotion will be made available to them. All CSULB staff, faculty, and students are eligible for the Bike Share Student Rate Membership Plan.
Coming up after the break, we'll see what's hot off the press at the Daily 49er.
And we have some good news for Long Beach commuters. All this and more coming up.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
No doubt you're going places, young lady.
Thank you. And thank you for the interview as well. I can imagine it was the last thing that you wanted to do after such a long campaign meeting.
You really are a very intelligent young woman. You're very smooth.
You're very smooth yourself.
You have no idea.
Hello and welcome back to Campus Connection. Home rental site Airbnb has announced they will ban party houses, so some of you may need to find a new venue for your next celebration. This decision comes after a shooting in a Northern California home killed 5 guests. Hundreds were at the Bay Area gathering where officers arrived for a noise complaint to find people fleeing and gunshot victims that were pronounced dead at the scene. Airbnb is urgently investigating what happened at the mansion party that was heavily advertised on social media. The site planned to expand manual screening of high-risk reservations.
There might be relief for drivers who use Bellflower Boulevard along East Long Beach as part of their commute. Long Beach and Southern California Edison officials believe a closed lane that runs north of the 405 freeway could open as early as November 6th for the first time in over a year. The target date is considered tentative, but the reopened lane would relieve traffic issues and bring the road back to full capacity. Engineers will test to confirm the lanes are safe. An Edison contractor made a drilling mistake and sacrificed the structural integrity of the lane back in September 2018.
The campus and surrounding community are filled with interesting stories and breaking news. Let's join reporter Emma Carlson as she uncovers what's in store over at the newsroom of award-winning paper, The Daily 49er.
Staff members of Long Beach State's newspaper, The Daily 49er, meet once a week to discuss what's happening on campus. This week, they take a look into the school's Gerald M. Klein Innovation Space. Tucked into the lowest floor of the library, the Innovation Space has 3D printers available. Students can use these printers to create nearly anything for a small fee. Reporters even talked to one student who 3D printed a shoe. Members of the Daily 49er also poked around the nugget, asking, what happened to the garden out front? The planters that were outside the nugget were recently cut. Before it was gone, the garden grew herbs for all the 49er shops to use. It was hoped that the garden would be sustainable, but the planters had to be cut because they cost too much to maintain. Staffers are working on covering entertainment, including students' celebration of Dia de los Muertos. Student government brought out a live band, free food, and fun crafts to kick off the Day of the Dead this year outside the Student Union. One Daily 49er staff reporter had this to say about reporting on the Day of the Dead festivities.
It's exciting. Personally, I've celebrated Dia de los Muertos before, so it's great to see all the amount of people that celebrate it as well.
Many of the stories the Daily 49er covers ends up in their weekly print edition. You can pick up a copy of their latest issue on campus at any one of these distribution boxes.
Reporting for Campus Connection, I'm Emma Carlson.
Thanks, Emma, for that inside look on what the Daily 49er is up to. Students on campus were treated to an intimate discussion with an author and writer for the New York Times. Reporter Walter Thompson Hernandez spoke to students on campus about his bringing up and how he was hired by the New York Times as a surfacing reporter writing about communities and cultures around the world.
So I think my experience was a little different. My mom was in a PhD program at UCLA in literature, so all her black and brown Latino friends were all grad students. So for me, I kind of had a different experience.
Aside from his work for the New York Times, Thompson Hernandez has an upcoming book titled Compton Cowboys, arriving in bookstores in April 2020.
Cal State Long Beach recently welcomed a large group of special guests onto its campus. Let's hear from reporter Madison Costa about where they're learning more about our school's resources and the great outdoors.
Scout salute. Those non-uniform, please place your right hand over your heart and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Just a few weeks ago, the Long Beach Boy Scouts of America celebrated the 100th anniversary of its annual Camperall event. The highly anticipated camping event was open to all levels of Scouts, and for the first time in 100 years, the Camperall was held at Cal State Long Beach.
Normally we camp kind of far out from town in more wilderness areas, but because this was our centennial year and our birthday, we wanted to celebrate within our council's boundaries, and Cal State Long Beach was just the perfect venue for that.
This was also the first Camperall since girls have been allowed into all Scout levels, allowing them the chance to earn the designation of Eagle Scout. The council-wide camping event involves competitions that put Scouts to the test. The Long Beach Grand Prix was a hot spot as participants got to assemble their own push cart using only staves and rope.
Not only are the Scouts tested on their skills and knowledge, but they've also got to get these tricky knots down.
Now, this is a square knot. What you have to do?
Aside from competitions, the Camperall featured a number of different activities, including archery, jumpers, and other exciting games. Councils from cities all around got the chance to network and create a sense of community.
The adults will think of it as a 100th anniversary, but these are kids. So I've turned it into a birthday party. That's how I've marketed it. Yes, it's our 100th anniversary to the adults when we have gala dinners and such, but today the theme is we're celebrating our birthday.
I just like being with friends, having always new adventures, sharing ideas, and just have friends.
Scouts also got to explore the mammal lab, where they learned important tips and facts, and even got to pet the mammal furs. Tons of badges were earned during Camp Oral weekend, but most importantly, a lot of fun was had. From Campus Connection, this is Madison Costa.
Thanks, Maddie. I hope our guests felt welcome on campus. After the break, we'll show you one tradition that will get you in the spirit and what's trending today. After this.
Hi, I'm Peter. There's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends. Come on in! Help yourself to anything. That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Welcome back from the break. Let's head over to Sonia de los Santos to see what's happening around Long Beach.
Just because Halloween is over doesn't mean the festivities are done this spooky season. Long Beach State Associate student hosted a celebration to honor the spiritual journey of those who have departed. Students celebrated Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, with live music and traditional Day of the Dead bread, drinks, and painting stations. Students took home the items they created to decorate their home altar. The event allows students to share their favorite Day of the Dead tradition.
Setting up an altar and putting food and candles for my loved ones.
Mexico pays tribute to the souls of their beloved deceased with lavish ceremonies featuring sugar skulls with marigolds. The Day of the Dead is officially observed on November 1st and the 2nd. Now to what's trending report. It's National Candy Day. Reporter Cherise Pale has more on all things sweet.
What's up, guys? I'm here with what's trending, and what's trending this week is it's National Candy Day, and I'm here on campus giving out candy to everyone. First, let's take a look at some of the candy our favorite celebrities like. Kendall loves Twix, while Chrissy loves Tootsie Rolls. Zendaya won't go hungry because she'll grab a Snickers, and Neil Patrick Harris loves everyone's favorite peanut butter treat, Reese's. I check in with students and faculty on campus to find out what candy is their favorite. I want to know what your favorite candy is.
My favorite candy is Snickers.
Why?
Because you're not you when you're hungry.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, grab some candy. Can you tell me what your favorite candy is?
Oh, well, you know, I don't think Snickers is actually a candy. I think it's a food group all on its own, so I'd have to go with Twix.
Okay, and why Twix? Are you left or right Twix?
Oh, right.
Oh, yes. We always have to be right Twix. Would you like to get some candy, Nancy?
Sure.
Ari, can you tell me what your favorite candy is?
I love chocolate, so I'm going to have to go with Twix. Yeah, I love Twix.
Are you left or right Twix?
I'm left-handed, so I'm definitely left Twix.
Okay. All right, Gabby, can you tell me what your favorite candy is?
Sour Patch Kids.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so are you sour and then sweet?
Oh no, I'm sour. I'm sour through and through.
So go on, get out there. Enjoy a Snickers, a Reese's, or some M&Ms on National Candy Day. I'm Charissa Pell with Campus Connection.
Thanks, Charissa. A unique graphic artist is having an exhibit here in Long Beach. Michael Bermudez's theme is called Balance Throughout Chaos, where he features a mixture of mathematical, scientific, and musical elements with the use of vibrant colors, textures, and geometrical shapes. Bermudez will have one of his final exhibit November 8th at the Art Expo Arts Center. Be sure to check it out. Dig en Español is the first Spanish publication in the city of Long Beach. Bilingual journalist students from Long Beach State put the magazine together. The front cover issue pays tribute to the victims of August El Paso shooting, where 22 people were killed. The magazine includes interviews, home remedy tips. Students celebrated the launch with music, traditional Mexican candy, along with an altar honoring the victims of El Paso. Long Beach Airport welcomes furry friends who are now part of the Therapy Dog program. Flyers traveling throughout Long Beach Airport will now have access to 2 therapy dogs. A total of 9 dogs will help comfort those anxious travelers. Anybody else who needs help throughout the airport. That does it for all entertainment. Back to you, ladies.
Thanks, Sonia. Coming up after the break, we'll hear the latest on women's volleyball and soccer, so stay tuned.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
No doubt you're going places, young lady.
Thank you. And thank you for the interview as well. I can imagine it was the last thing that you wanted to do after such a long campaign meeting.
You really are a very intelligent young woman. You're very smooth.
You're very smooth yourself.
You have no idea.
Welcome back to Campus Connection. Let's join Adam Gillis to hear the latest on Long Beach State sports. Adam?
The women's volleyball team took on UC Davis at the Walter Pyramid Saturday night, falling in 5 sets, resulting in a season sweep by the Aggies. The game was close throughout, but the defense by the Beach couldn't hold up by the end of the match. Head coach Joy McKenzie-Furbringer had this to say about the team's performance.
So real proud of the effort. The double digits just means that our defense is doing a really good job of creating opportunities, and Carly's, distributing the ball nicely to each of these players. So, I thought the effort was great, and our offense was really running.
Long Beach is now 8-15 on the season with a record of 5-6 in the Big West. Sophomore outside hitter Kashana Williams chipped in 22 kills, and sophomore setter Carly Agner-Sweezy piled up 48 assists on the night.
I think the first set we struggled to cover our hitters. I think that really hurt us. And stopping the middles. I think we didn't stop our middles until middle of the second set. I think that really helped us.
Senior libero Haley Harward made history of her own, becoming the 4th player in Long Beach State women's volleyball history to eclipse 1,500 career digs. Long Beach will be back in action this weekend against 2 Big West rivals in Irvine and Fullerton. Moving on to women's soccer, it was another close game for the Beach on the road at Anteater Stadium. Redshirt sophomore goalie Ashley Seymour set the defensive tone with a couple of early saves. After a free kick near midfield, senior Taylor Beislein and forward Kaylee Ramirez assisted on the first goal of the season for junior Caitlin Fraguglia, putting the Beach up 1-0. A slight scare for the Beach as Beislein goes down. She would get up and continue to help the team play tough, taking the narrow lead into halftime. UCI rode the momentum of their home crowd and answered the bell in the second period with Jessica McClatt and Piper Worth assisting Kayla McDaniel on her first goal this season to tie it up. UCI played strong defense all night, allowing the Beach 8 shots with only 5 on goal. McClatt assisted Amber Huff on a free kick at the top of the box to score the game winner. The Beach left Irvine with another tough single-digit loss this season. In other sports news, the women's soccer team was kicked out of the Big West postseason contention in a 1-0 loss to CSULB Thursday. They concluded their season on Sunday with a 1-1 tie on Senior Day at home against the University of Hawaii. Basketball is upon us here at the Beach, with the women traveling to Cal Baptist Tuesday and the men going to UCLA on Wednesday to begin the season. A doubleheader for both teams will be hosted at the Walter Pyramid at noon on Saturday for homecoming with plenty of fun for all. That's it for me. Sharissa, Kristen, back to you.
Thanks, Adam. You know, it kind of sucks that the soccer team lost, but can't wait for basketball to come around.
Yeah, I'll keep my fingers crossed for basketball. Thank you for joining us here at Campus Connection. I'm Kristen Thomas.
And I'm Sharissa Pell. Thank you and goodbye.